So yes, Greenland 2 Migration, the sequel to the I think it was 2021, right? That's when the first film came out. Okay, so this one directed by Ric Roman Waugh, written by Chris Sparling and Mitchell LaFortune. It is produced by Brendan. We got Gerard Butler, Basil Iwank, Erica Lee, Sebastian Raybould, Alan Siegel, Ric Roman Waugh, and John Zoyce. It is co-produced by Lefeur B. Dagfinson. Executive produced by Alex Ashworth, Courtney Brooke, Samuel J. Brown, Alex Billingham, Engels, Noah Fogelson, Katie Garrity, Daniel Caslow, Louise Killin, Gary Raskin, who else? Eric Sherman, Robert Simmons, Chris Sparling, Paul Weinberg, Brant Wrightsman. It's associate produced by Chris Ryden. And we got line production from Ellen Majal von Hasdotter. David Buckley handles the score. We got Martin Algren on cinematography. Colby Parker Jr. edits the piece. Right, Shannon Dorling McNulty and Amy Hubbard handle casting. Production, Vincent Reynaud. Art direction, Victoria Alwood, Tim Blake, Bowens, Eggert Kettleson, and Katie Money. Is set decoration, costume design is Amanda Monk. Hair and makeup, we have Alexandra R. Adalhadota, Linda Armstrong, Helena Erla Amadata, Sifa Audun's daughter, Mana Azi, Iris Berg, Ardis Baija Hafuz, Georgina Bruge, Holly Caddy, Amy Kapaj, Emily Dodge, Suna Buick, Erlin's daughter, Amberly Everett, Rosalind Fuchs, Katrin Erla, Frida's daughter, Dara Hannon, Erin Harper's daughter, Christoph Pori Hardison, Omar Harding, Isaac Freya Hasgun, Johanna Hayton, Berg Ilholm's daughter, Josephine Hoy, Us Ingdaughter, Sigrun Jurgensen, Lizzie Judd, Gaber Creeks, Guggerg Holders Kristen's daughter, Bjork Lader's daughter, Harfus Kristen Lader's daughter, Dagny A. Laffrey's daughter, Hannah Malja, Nicola Mount, Yasmin Monroe, Katie Naramore, Berglin Orden's daughter, Lisa Offersburn, Raquel Arnon Otterson, Neil Hartley, Katrin Abda Raffin's daughter, Charmaine Ramiri, Ellen H. Rickar's daughter, Alexandra Runn, Emma Scott. Yeah, that's it, boy. Stunt is Paul Herbert. We've also got Sarah Greensmith as a stunt coordinator. And there's another one. John Vidor Amverson. Right, so they take care of all of that. Gerard Butler once again as John Garrity. Morena Baccarin as his wife Alison Garrity. Their son Nathan is played by Roman Griffin Davis. Right, because you know he's older than the kid that played him last time. Dr. Amina is played by Amber Rose Reaver. Lieutenant Blake, played by Alexander. Dr. Hagen, played by Peter Polycarpou. Dennis Laurent, played by William Aki. Camille, played by Nelia Valley da Costa. General Sharp, played by Tommy O. Jenkinson. Adam Shaw, played by Trond Fusa Ersk. Kerry Holt, played by Rachel Evelyn. Pia, played by Sidsel Siem Kosh. Riley Watson, played by Alex Lampecoon. Green is played by Nathan Wiley. Lars, played by Giselle Oren Gardason. And Dale is played by Scott Glenn. Alright, so the gist. In a continuation of the story, the Garrity family, who survive a near extinction level event when an interstellar comet hits Earth, must leave the safety of the Greenland bunker and embark on a perilous journey across the land of Europe to find a new home. So yeah, that's the film, right? And the first film was fine. You know what I mean? It was nothing incredible, but it just did what it needed to do. But I don't think in anyone's minds was the thought of, oh, we need more, right? We need another one. I'm curious to be like, how the fuck did they make a sequel that anyone wants to see? I still don't know. I still have no clue. This film, it's like, I think you can go, okay, story-wise, I can see. The issues are, you're not really visually creating, you know, the narrative to go behind the actual story, right? We got people in a bunker. They're not, you can't go out because of the radiation, even though, like, obviously the kid wants to go out and sneaks out, which is just dumb, right? The fact that you've meant to have this closed off bunker, but you've got it so people out is just baffling in itself, because everything should be tightly sealed, so not anyone should just be able to open up a fucking door. So just that part of the story, you're just like, what the fuck, right? But food, you're not getting food as easy, right? Everything's rationed, but no one looks gaunt, right? Everyone looks just healthy. And you know what I mean? In these conditions, you're not getting vitamin C. You shouldn't be looking really healthy, right? People should have thinning hair, like saggy skin, you know what I mean? Losing weight. Just all of those things. But they don't, right? They do not. Like, you have bits when they're traveling for days. But obviously, right? Hair doesn't grow, right? No one needs a shave. No one's beard has suddenly become all over the place, right? And you're just like, God damn it. Like, how am I meant to buy these people's hardship if they're looking all perfectly fine? You know, like we had this big event, like this thing that's decimated the earth. But oh look, this person's still where they once were. Ooh, how convenient is that on my travels, right? You're just like, wait, what the fuck? Like, what are we doing? You know, there's just too many goofy, goofy things, right? They've heard about this thing, but there seems to be no concrete evidence of, right? But everything pinned on. And there's this other thing that's happened, right? Which you're thinking, well, obviously, right? But it's just, if a side effect is the side effect that we're seeing, there's no way that anyone is able to hide that, right, for that long. When you're around people that much, you know? So, like, this big revelation at one part of the film, you're just like, I mean, really? Like, you're trying to tell us that you know, that you were able to keep that secret. Come on now. Shut up. That's stupid. Right? And if that is the case, you ain't functioning normally. Yeah, like everything is going to be in free fall, essentially, right? So there's too many things in this story where you're just like, none of this shit adds up. And obviously, this is, a dystopian world now. So it's not having to follow conventions of what we know. But it should make sense to the story, and it does not. Right? It just doesn't. And that's the thing, right? If cars are really valuable, right? Cars are really valuable. And all around you, there are fallen trees and logs and things. Why the fuck would you shoot at the car? Right? Why would you shoot at the car when you could just put a log across the fucking road and you still get the same result, essentially? Like, there's just all of these things where you're just like, what? Like, what? It's just odd, right? It's a very odd story, right? Very odd story. And when everything is going so batshit crazy, but for whatever reason, what I mean? Crazy here, it's crazy there, but it's perfect where a certain group are. You're just like, I mean, that's not a thing, right? That's not a thing. If you've got a perilously perched ladder and someone jumps on it, that ladder's coming down. You know what I mean? Like, there's no ifs, buts, or what. That's coming down, right? Just for the fact that I mean, the first ladder going down, the fact that it's not even anchored. It's not even anchored. There's wind blowing, supposedly. That ladder's coming off. Yo, like, what are we doing? There's just so many good elements to this. Right? Just the fact that it's just like, wait, you can't go here. Oh, but please. Well, I've got a family. Oh, okay. That's all it is. And you're just like, wait, what? Like, what? Even when it's a bit like, oh, tell the thing to make room for. And you're just like, wait, that means if there wasn't room, wait, are we kicking people off to allow that? Like, what? What? You know? There's just too much. It's just too silly for anyone to buy into this thing. Right? Now, if you like a late night action goofy fest, maybe it works for you. Right? If you've liked a lot of, really a lot of Gerard Butler films, like Angel had fallen, White House has fallen, right? You know, if you love the first Greenland, right? If you like Shelter, which Ric Waugh directed, then maybe Greenland 2 Migration is going to work for you. You know? Maybe. But, I do think it is, a slide down from the first. You know what I mean? And the first wasn't great, right? So I think you have to look at it like that, depending on what you like and what you're looking for. Maybe Greenland 2 Migration will, be that thing, right? Maybe it's the thing you throw on where you do not want to think, right? It's been a long day. You just want fun. This could be that perfect thing, right? If you enjoyed that Borderland film from it wasn't last year, it was the year before, right? I mean, I think that was it. If you enjoyed Borderland, I think you're going to enjoy Greenland 2 Migration, okay? So it is out on all the major VOD platforms. So yeah, if it sounds like it's for you, go have some fun. Greenland 2 Migration.